Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, I'm Lydia, and today I've got my medical notes to share with you guys. But first, the intro. Okay, I've had to organise it across my bed. First one is from the 7th of the 9th, 2021. Lydia was reviewed by RC as part of the weekly ward round. She had an incident previous to which she tied a ligature with her trousers. Was observed in time by staff members. Lydia informed that they will be provided to assess her soon for supported accommodation. It was acknowledged how she had settled on the ward. Lydia. Correction. My name's Lydia, not Lucy. Lydia described her mood as low and stated that she had stopped doing her vlogs 3 weeks ago. She appeared rigid, responded monosyllabically. Feels she would engage in psychotherapy and OT activities when doing more grounds leave with staff twice a day. She is currently on 3 mg by daily of haloperidol and clonazepam 3 mg daily in total. We agreed to ease the clonazepam to 1 mg 4 times a day during levels of distress. Lydia describes a good sleep pattern. Haloperidol increased to 5 mg twice daily. Lydia is aware of the side effects and changes. She knows that she was experiencing some perpetual abnormalities at the time of assessment. Lydia was informed of how in the long term the one-to-one level observations would not be beneficial. No physical concerns raised by Lydia. Seen by Dr. Humphrey, Dr. Dora Swami, Maria Janes, agreed to detain on Section 3 of Mental Health Act 1983 due to lack of capacity to make decisions regarding need for ongoing admission treatment. She is currently too unwell for community care and she needs a period of suicide, death by misadventures or absconsion. She needs a period of treatment in hospital. Staff present, Dr. Aduma, Megan, HCA. I miss Megan, she was lovely. And Danielle, HCA. Patient seen with 2 members of staff sitting beside her bed. I was informed by a nurse in charge, Eric, that she'd being very agitated and suicidal. She was seen earlier to hang a blanket around her neck, banging her head banging. She broke her toothbrush in 2, attempting to use the edge to cut her arm. What she'd do if she was discharged, she said nowhere, reported not wanting to be alive. She said she was going to kill herself in hospital, she was not allowed to go home. During consultation, she suddenly stood up to the bathroom. Had to be held by a member of staff as she was attempting to hurt herself with her fingers. She was taken back to the bed to staff to restrain her. She was offered oral medication to decline. She had promethazine. She has had promethazine. Patient was informed that she will not be allowed to go home while she is a danger to herself. Informed consultant on call. Detained in Section 5.2. Increased observation levels to level 3 within eyesight. Have IM haloperidol if very agitated and refusing oral. Inform RMO if there are any concerns. Next piece of paper. Reason for admission. Admitted on Section 3 due to EUPD, bipolar, PTSD, anxiety, major depression disorder. Deteriorating mental health, several attempted suicides with overdose, jumping from height, self-harm, history of presenting complaint when she was stressed from moving to a new apartment, attempted suicide a few days ago. She knows MSE. Lydia was dressed in beige t-shirt and black trousers. She had purple highlights in her hair, which was unbrushed. No surprise there. She appeared slightly unkempt. She appeared calm and engaged in ward round. She did not maintain eye contact. Her speech was low in volume, monotonous and slow in rate. She responded with one-word answers. Not maintaining eye contact. No changes to her mental state. She didn't express any thoughts of self-harming. Evidence of distorted perception or thought. She appeared orientated at time, place and person. MDT review, Dr. Garcia, Dr. Kumar, Juliana Shabby. MSE, dressed in purple sweatshirt, black trousers. She had a stress stone as a necklace. Uses it for stress. Appears moderately well kempt. No eye contact. Engaged in conversation with and polite on approach. Spoke soft, quiet responses. Worded and monotonous. Orientated time, place, person. Evidence of visual and auditory hallucinations. States she struggles to sleep early. Recommended sleep hygiene, though being active and routine during the day, then sleeping at night lacks motivation to get up and active during the day. Discussion about reducing clonazepam during the day, so she can have more engaged in the day. Lydia states she's happy to try this. Reduce clonazepam 8 o'clock, 1 mg, new dose 1 mg 1800, 2 mg 2200. Encourage good sleep hygiene. Continued on current levels of observations. Incident at 17:45 hours. Lydia was observed in a bathroom and she informed staff that she had just vomited and it might be due to the overdose of 16 paracetamol tablets she had before lunch. Duty doctor informed come to assess her at 6 p.m. During supportive observations, she tried to fill her sink, which she became agitated and aggressive, banging the main door. Saying she would like to be discharged. Taken to A&E levels. Reason for admission. Admitted in Section 3. Deteriorating mental health. Several suicide attempts, including jumping from height. Self-harm, self-neglect. Presenting complaint. She is stressed about moving into a new apartment. Attempted suicide a few days ago. She denies presently feeling suicidal. She declined responding to questions about possible triggers for her feeling poorly. Her first contact with mental health services was when she was 13. Family, a history of mental illness. Historic risk. Suicide attempts, impulsive, dangerous behaviours, ongoing suicidation with plan and intent. Risk to self with impulsive behaviours, OD with paracetamol, drowning, self-strangulation attempts. Unable to keep herself safe at home. Risk of death due to misadventure. Risk of completed suicide. Previous relationship breakdown. She was not engaging with treatment care and is at risk of accidental death by suicide. She also has a history of impulsivity and non-compliance. Now this gives you my original plan. Not a suicide, but what I wanted to do after discharge. Lydia was seen at 11:20 hours. She reported feeling much better and would like to be discharged back to the community in Brighton. Lydia's aware her Section 3 of the Mental Health Act 1983 is coming to an end sometime, and she would like to remain in hospital as an informal patient. Lydia has been encouraged to utilise the Section 17 leave unescorted. Lydia may refer that she'll refer to A&E for assessment on her right toe. HbA1c bloods to be taken whilst at A&E. Psychoeducation given regarding drinks that are considered to be high in sugar levels, such as Coca-Cola consumption. Lydia will have a dietitian referral sent and to meet and discuss healthy eating. Lydia observation review by RC Juliana. Lydia's birthday is on Saturday, which she requested more unescorted leave with her mother and grandparents that were due to visit her over the weekend. Section 17 sick leave 6 hours granted with family. Observation level agreed with Lydia and changed to level 2 1 hourly. Lydia was made aware that the psychologist will meet up with Lydia to assess areas Lydia needs support through an autism spectrum disorder To define Lydia's strengths and weaknesses, Lydia agreed for the assessment to go ahead. Lydia was reviewed by the RC as part of a weekly ward round. Lydia admitted to not having any incidents during the weekend, and she was unaware of any change in her mental state, but thinks that she kept herself busy in order to not think of self-harm. She is feeling good and with having no incidents, and would consider keeping herself busy in the future as well. Lydia stated that the increase in her medication probably helped as well. And the last piece of paper that I chose to read. This is a bit of a depressing one. This is a bit of a serious one. Lydia was informed today by the ward manager and staff that her hamster is dead. She has been closely monitored in the unit and kept occupied by staff and activities. Level of observation has been increased after distressing news. During observation, staff went to check on patient Lydia Williams. Patient had put a t-shirt over her bedroom door as an anchor point, which was visible to the outside of the room, and was attempting to tie a ligature with the t-shirt around her neck. Lydia was trying to had her feet on the ground. Upon staff MRI to move, staff removed the t-shirt off the corner of the door and asked patient Lydia to hand over the t-shirt, which she did. Staff MR then had a one-to-one for 15 minutes where patient expressed that it would be easier to die. Staff MR reassured her and offered her up here 1 milligram lorazepam, which she took. Staff JP then made a patient Lydia Williams a hot drink, and patient Lydia took herself back to her room where she studied. She just wanted to sleep. Following lunch, staff attended Lydia's room where she had a pair of trousers hanging over her door, and she appeared to be about to attempt to ligature. Staff reassured her and she handed over the trousers after lots of prompting. She returned to bed where she remained until dinner. After she attended dinner, eating and drinking, did not engage with peers. She was compliant with medication before returning to her room. Lydia attempted to suspend the ligature around her jaw multiple times throughout the evening. Staff interacted with her and were able to remove all 3 items. She pulled some trousers around her neck and did not tie it, and staff were able to remove this easily. Staff engaged Lydia show another podcast. Lydia was found with t-shirt suspended over the corner of the door around her neck. Feet remained on the floor. Staff called for assistance, removed the t-shirt. Lydia became agitated and aggressive towards staff and attempted to take the t-shirt back. Staff used verbal de-escalation, had vitals checked, lips were discoloured, superficial red mark around her neck. Observation levels increased to 1-to-1 from my side at 16:00. Lydia attempted to ligature during the day shift and had to be monitored on level 3, 1-to-1. She continued to put objects like pencils in her nose, deliberate self-harm, headbanging, climbing on windows to punch it. Headbang also restrained by 2 members of staff. While being verbally de-escalated by duty doctor for over an hour. She agreed to have medication afterwards with good effect. Lydia will regularly be engaged on 1-to-1 session by staff so she can have an avenue to ventilate her thoughts, and staff needs to make her needs known to staff. She has recently been reassured by staff that she's been given free sugar-free snacks. I hope this taught you something. I'm going to do another video where I go through more notes, but I do it in chronological order. So hopefully that makes sense. I feel really faint. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a new video. Peace.